Hello. The butt plug queen is here. Hi, Amesy. Welcome in. Hi, Q. Hi, Minnie. Hey, Coretto. Yeah, I had to make my matcha because that is one of the 2 items that makes me function in the day. So, here we are. I'm playing Blueprints. I've been cracking out on this game for maybe a week, and it's been sitting in my Steam library for months. And then I finally cracked it open, and here we are. I have it's like that little Charlie Day meme where he's pointing at a map and has red strings pinned up to different pictures up on the wall. Like, I kind of feel like that. I've got little bits of paper all over my desk with like all these clues on it, and oh god, it's just crazy. So Minnie, you said that you've played this, and I'm very excited because I'm not averse to backseating for very specific things. So, oh, you also have a notebook somewhere. Hi, Ann. Welcome in. Yeah. So, to give some background on this game without, like, you know, if anybody's gonna play it, I don't want to like give like too many spoilers, but this kid is like 14. It's first person. I'm a teenage boy now in this game. I'm a teenage boy in this game. And I wander around an estate that I could potentially inherit from my great uncle. So, my mother was an author that disappeared 6 years prior, like without a trace. And this is kind of like an alternate, you know, like this is a different planet. I can't remember what it's called, but and they have like a really rich history and some like political questions have popped up, and that might lead to why my mother disappeared, or you know. So anyway, we'll get into the game. Oh, good night, Hen. Good night. Have a good sleep. Okay. So, Minnie, I'm on day 43. I don't know how long it took you to get through, but I've just been wandering around. Probably with a lot of hiccups. I think last night I got as far as I've ever gotten. This game, like all the rooms are on a 9x5 grid. You have like all these rooms that you can lay out. So this house, let me pull up. Let's see. Okay. So here's Mount Holly Estate. My great uncle just died last month and said that if I can find the 46th room, you can see this is a 9x5 grid, so there's 45 rooms to lay out. If I can find the secret 46th room, then I inherit the estate. Now, you go from the entrance hall and you just start drafting or laying out each other room. And that's kind of where the challenge comes in. And, sometimes you get rooms on one side, sometimes they kind of just, you run into dead ends and you just kind of, the layout is not full. But I will say last night, I had 44 rooms filled. I never made it into the antechamber. Minnie, you're probably like, this woman is a ding dong because okay, I don't mean that. And this lady's a dingleberry. How about that? Ding dongs are good, because of Emily. And that, but yeah, so Minnie, I've never made it into the antechamber and it's kind of driving me crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Q says it's more that you get a random selection to choose from. At the end, you need a specific one that isn't in the random selection. I think, I've gotten that. I think, Q, like there are certain rooms that like if you draft them around here, you find the opening to one of these doors, and it's like I drafted those rooms and I was able to see like the antechamber doors open, but I couldn't get back to that spot. So it is infuriating sometimes. So yeah, exactly, Minnie. So I must just not be like laying these out the right way, or who knows. But anyway, so here I am. I'm in the entrance hall. There's not a lot of, I don't know, the music is kind of atmospheric and sometimes kind of creepy, sometimes kind of hopeful. But so you're just gonna listen to me gab pretty much the whole day. So I found a microchip that'll be added to my inventory. Fabulous. I took a sledgehammer. I broke these vases. I'll pay for them if I inherit. I've over time accumulated an allowance. Okay, so this is the letter that his great uncle left him. I'm not gonna, well, maybe I do read this. I don't know, I'll read it to you. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair." What a kind note. But yeah, I get kicked off, you know, at the end of, like, if my steps, you can see up in the corner, it says I have 90 steps. If I run into a dead end or I run out of steps or something, I have to call it a day. So we'll just go. Select a room to draft. Okay, so I'm in the entrance hall. If I do a spare room, I can go straight through. Parlor, corridor. Let's just pick a spare room. The color of the room, like, kind of gives you a clue as to how difficult it is. Like, if it's like the purple rooms are usually beneficial. The purple rooms are bedrooms. Red rooms are, they kind of hinder you. Stuff like that. Let's see. So I'm here. I can either go. So at this point, all of these rooms hang a left, and I want to because I'm in the corner. Hello, Discord. Oh, I don't have my Discord open. Oh, okay, let's see. These are the last 2 runs I did before my Game Pass lapsed. Okay, nice. Or the last run that you did. Okay. Nice, Minnie. Yeah, I've gotten so close. Gotten so close. So my strategy for this is I want to try to accumulate, like, each level, like entrance hall, spare room. They call them ranks. So I'm in rank 1, is this first level of 5. And then rank 2, 3, 4, and so on. I want to try to avoid I want to try to avoid or save, like, these, the ones where I get more steps. My strategy is to try to save them for going up there. And I want to try to get as much stuff as I can while I'm in the lower ranks. So I walk in. Okay, look, see, I'm finding things. Yay. Don't worry, guys. I will stop talking about how to play the game eventually. I'll just stop. But I do want to save corridors for higher up, I think. And sometimes I either need a key or gems to enter a room. Look, it's a trunk, but I can't open it. And I'm not going to use a key for that. So I have to try to find a sledgehammer. Okay. Parlor. See, these 2 are dead ends. And I like, as much as I want to accumulate the things, for the benefits of these two rooms, I just also want to have as many choices for rooms as possible. We'll do that. You guys are gonna watch me like struggle with a puzzle. Here. I'm not reading this one. Basically, this old dude like invited friends all the time, and this parlor has a game that this guy suggested, but here are the rules to the game. So there's 2 gems in a box that I want. And I can open the box with this key. And it's basically like 2 of these statements. Oh, thank you. This statement is of no help at all. The gems are in this box. Or the gems are in the blue box. So it's kind of like 2 truths and a lie, or vice versa with this game. So let's see, gems are in the blue box. Gems are in this box. So if I were, and then that one's, this statement is of no help at all. And it's right, it is of no help. But if 2 are true and 1 is false, then that means these 2, the black and the blue, are true, and the white one, is false. But I guess its help means that it's just telling me, like, oh, I'm false. I'm not gonna think too quickly on this one. I'm just gonna say that my logic at this moment tells me that the black and the blue ones are true, and this one is false. So let's see. Yay! Okay. Gems, bitches. Oh, have a nice lurk, Q. Yeah, Greg came up behind me and he was like, keep going. Don't let them know you. And he switched something. Okay, so I'm in the parlor, bedroom, chapel, commissary. I hate it, but I do find that the chapel can be pretty useful, even though it's a red room. So red rooms, you lose, like up in this corner, I have 1 key, 3 gems, and 8 coins. And then on the other one, I have 86 steps. Whenever you enter a red room, something detrimental like happens to your detriment. So I just lost a coin, and I will lose a coin every time I enter this room. You know, for tithes. For tithes. Let's see. For the Lord. For our Lord. Hi, Pip. Oh, thank you. Yes, I will have a refreshing sip of my matcha that I almost died in my kitchen for. I didn't almost die. I was turned around to do something at the kitchen, and my youngest has that sand that is like, I don't know, it clumps together really well. But oh my God, this fucking sand also just gets everywhere everywhere. I am going to curse and I hate sand. I am Anakin Skywalker. Yes, I hate sand. It's coarse and gritty and gets everywhere, whatever he says. But this MF and sand gets everywhere, and I am legit gonna haunt whoever gave her that sand. And yeah, trying to help you, mother. But it just, oh my god. So yeah, she was trying to clean something out previously and got sand like right in front of the sink, which I'm like, you can't put that down the drain, you know. But yeah. Anyway. Hallway. But I slipped and almost died. Not really. Okay, so hallways are kind of hit or miss. Okay, so if you haven't played before, that door is blocked off straight ahead of me because it runs into the wall of an adjoining room. Well, thanks, Pip. I'm glad to be alive as well. Oh, and Pip, it says they've shipped. Just saying, they've shipped. Let's see. Here I am. Okay, so I can gain coins and food if I go through the pantry. Or I could just go, let's just do that. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are minding my footsteps, but every time I enter a room, I lose a footstep. And if I eat food, I gain steps. And that's how I run out of energy, you know, by the end of the day or something. You usually start out with 50 steps, but I've unlocked a couple of things that have given me an additional 40 steps. So now, okay, so here, oh my god. Have a nice shower, Pip. So this is me being kind of a dingus, but I've been kind of yappy and not really paying attention to some things, also known as what I'm doing. So I've kind of just created this like little loop. But I don't need to be in any of these rooms. I've collected the things. But my only hope now to go up or to the west is through the entrance hall. So I've kind of just screwed myself over a little bit. Just a little. Anywho. I did build a square. It's a fabulous square. But I've got keys, coins, and gems. So just in case anybody wants to play this game, I'm not going to talk about the portraits. Ominous. Just mention them. See, you heard that little dink. I entered the chapel. And okay, so one thing I really like about this game is that the animation is super cool. And if you go outside of the house or something like if, you know, this window was drafted or this room was drafted on the east side and you see what like is actually off the east side of the house. If I drafted this room where it was like in the middle of the house, like this whole area would be blocked off. Like you'll see, because at some point I'm gonna have to call it a day and restart. I can use a key to open this trunk, or I can try to get a sledgehammer. I like using the sledgehammer. I'll just note that the trunk is in the den, and then I will promptly forget. Have I unlocked the outer room? Yes, I've unlocked it. I mean, not, you know, of course not right now, but I have done it before. And that's usually my like last ditch thing. Kitchen. Okay. I think I want the kitchen. So yeah, this is why gems are important. Sometimes there's a room that you would really like to have or need, and it requires gems for that room. So I'm in the kitchen. Oh, there's Mount Holly. And when I'm in the kitchen, I can buy food. The outer room drafts just like all of these rooms. Like you get a selection of what you can get. Like I'll go to the outer room next. So let's see. Okay, 5 steps for every green room in our house. Now, if I did this one, it would give me, you know, 5 steps for every green room. Except I don't have any green rooms in my house currently. So this one doesn't do a lot for me. This would just give me 15 steps, or that one would be 3. Why not? Let's just have a damn sandwich. Oops. Oh, okay. And if I get up to rank 8, I believe, then if I draft or unlock the dining room, then I can have this. Oh, and I get an additional 10 if I have a boiler room in my house. Good to know. Okay, so I just ate my sandwich. I got steps. Now that I have steps, I'll just... Minnie, I'm walking out of the house. I didn't know until like... Excuse me. Oh, there's Mount Holly. I didn't know until maybe like in the game, what, like maybe 10 or 15 days ago in the game that you could actually leave out, like walk out the front door. Okay, so and actually, like I save this room usually for the last. Um, but I think maybe it's a good idea to do this on the front side. Um, the classrooms, I think, have important bits of information. I've done this one before and I don't like it. Um, I know I'm always in need of gems to unlock rooms, but at the time, having it, I mean, I have a ton of footsteps now compared to the last time I drafted this room. Um, but I didn't like giving up steps. Now, this one seems good because every time I draft a dead end, I get 5 gold. Hmm. Well, and I've been meaning to try something out in the tomb. Yeah, it does seem like a smart way to do it last, especially because it's like there's dead ends everywhere. By the time I usually like come to the outer room, and then it's like, kind of my last ditch effort for something, but I don't know. Okay, so if I had a shovel, I could dig up this little part, like little mound of dirt, and maybe or not, maybe not find things in it. Okay, so this is the tomb. Lots of statues. I will say, I don't know what this is gonna do, but each of these statues, I'm not gonna tell what, but it correlates to some room in the house, and there's clues in that room to do let's see. There's clues in that room regarding these statues. So I'm gonna try something and I don't know what it's gonna do. Because I haven't done it yet. Let's see. Ooh, coins. That's spooky. And in my inventory, I have this magnifying glass, but there's no sort of, I don't need the magnifying glass for this guy. Let's see. Go down here. I don't know whose tomb this is. Oh, it might be this kid's grandmother. Who knows? Okay, so this, okay. I don't know why or how I found out that each of these things move. They do. Yeah. Micros. Micro's a smart little cookie. Okay, nothing in there. Which one am I looking for next? I'm looking for this one. Oh, if only I had a shovel. Yeah, so Minnie, like, I haven't done this with the statues before, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Now, this is where his dearly recently departed great uncle lies. Oh, wait. Ooh. Okay. Miranda Aries. That might mean something at some point. Who knows? I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, this is my Charlie Day phase. Like, I'm writing all this stuff down. I need a bunch of sticky notes. Gray took all my sticky notes. Okay. Okay. I have it back. I have my sticky notes. Yay. So long letter from his great uncle to him. Basically saying, very poetically, saying, I hope you break free of this family and this country and its traditions and do your own thing. But maybe if you do your own thing, come back and like sacrifice whatever for this family, then the future generations can do the same thing that you did and have a life. That's basically what I got out of that letter. I could be wrong. But... Okay, so I need this one. And then this one. Oh, looking for that one. Look at that broom just sticking out there. Okay, there are two more. Need this one. And the last one. There it is. Okay, so I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Oh my god! Holy shnikes. Eee. Okay, so there are... I don't do jump scares. Just saying. But there are no jump scares in this game so far. Catacombs. I've never been here. Who are these people? They're all dead. They hope. Did they leave any coins? Oh, and this person's more important than anybody. that's creepy. What's this? An underground map. What? I don't think I have ever found where the reservoir is. Hi Q, welcome back. I just found a room that I've never been in before. Okay. Where in the heck is all this? 7. Huh. Okay, this one I need to take a screenshot of. Oh, lasagna. That sounds... yeah, mini... Yum. Damn, Jemima? What? Oh. Lasagna. Not a creep, I promise. Yeah. Lasagna. Lasagna. I want lasagna. No, I want lasagna. Do you have any lasagna on you to trade? Do you have lasagna in your pocket? Do you have lasagna in your pocket? Okay, so I'll trade you 1 gold coin for lasagna in your... Anyway. In your mini book. Oh, Minnie. You're so silly. Okay. So I wonder, can I like grab this? What's going on? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So I don't know how this map pertains. It's got to have something to do with this map. But okay, so I came there. Okay, so it was going to point me in this direction anyway. Anything useful here? No? No? It was going to point me in this direction anyway, and I just had to figure out how to open it. Okay, so here's where that map becomes useful. Which way do I go? Oh, I'm kind of stuck. Oh, no, I'm not stuck. Excuse me. What do you do? Who was in here? Why is the light on? That's danger. Okay. Okay. Just keep finding more rooms. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's really deep. Eek. Eek. Oh my god. Eek. Okay, that actually gives me the wiggles to do that. Oh. Okay. Abandoned mine. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that gave me the wiggles to look over the edge. I had the wiggles. Hold to grab. Okay. Grabbing. Grabbing. What do I do? Can I... Oh. Okay. Can I push? It sounds like I'm pushing it when I grab it and press W, but... Yeah. Okay. Minnie? What exactly should be happening here? Because I don't feel like I'm doing what I need to be doing. I am asking for backseating right now. So I'm pressing. I should be able to look to the side or behind it. What, while I'm grabbing the handle? Because I'm grabbing the handle and I'm pressing W, and only when I press W, that is the sound that happens. Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I have to... Okay. So I have to put it in an area where I can go around it. Probably. So, let's see if I can squeeze through here. No. Okay. I'm in the middle of a puzzle. Great. You guys get to see this happen. So, I can't get around it. Now, if I can't grab it unless I'm standing like directly in front of it. It's as far as it goes. So, what? Yeah. So if I get right here, what? Okay. Can't. Is there any way I can move this guy? No. I mean, I'm not gonna really. Oh. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I bring it all the way over here. Can I? Nope, can't get around. Nope. Okay. Maybe the point is to just make the future time that I access this, accessible. Because if I were coming from the end of that corridor, there's no way I could have gotten into that room with the creepy rotunda. That gave me the wiggles. And I doubt that there's a grab bar on the other side of the cart, so maybe this is just a future thing. And I've just done myself a favor, so we'll keep going. What are you? Okay, here's another creepy rotunda. Ooh, an upgrade disc. That's right, motherfuckers. Okay. Interesting. Aha. Okay, basement. Okay, foundation elevator. And I have I took a screenshot of the other map. So you guys are gonna excuse me, see me do some deduction because I have the other part of the map up on my other screen. Excuse me. Okay, so 2 concealed entrance. Now on the other map, this basement, like on its west side, had like a concealed entrance. Cliffside exit? No, thank you. That doesn't sound great at all. But that is where, according to the other part of the map, this train tracks lead to the cliffside exit. 4 is the mine cart. I don't see the 4 anywhere on either piece. 5, fountain entrance. Fountain entrance? Oh. Okay. Well, there's a fountain right in front of the house. 6, tomb entrance. I don't see 6 on either part of the map. 7, torch chamber. There was a round room that was labeled number 7 on the other part. 8, rotating gear. I'd assume that's where I am right now. It's not on either map. 9, to north lever. 10, buried floor. And 8, 9, and 10 are not anywhere on the 2 pieces of map that I have. Angel points, dreams. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this map. Pink. All right. So this is what I'd assume is the rotating gear. I mean, I definitely could be wrong, but I can't grab anything. Can I? No. So I'm sure this room will become important at another time. Okay, cool. Nope, I just came from that way. Ooh, what's this? What is this? Eek! The reservoir. Ink. Scary. Okay, so I stand. Yeah, I haven't been to this place at all. Huh. Okay, I was wondering because I was in the pump room once and it said it drew from the reservoir. I was like, well, where the heck is the reservoir? But here it is. Yay. Um, it looks to me like, because I filled up everything with water from the reservoir when I was in the pump room, it looks to me that I'm going to have to draft the pump room again. So hopefully, like, that comes up as a choice. And I'm going to have to fill the reservoir back up, probably to get across that area. Okay. So I wish it would give me the maps that I just found, but according to okay, so according to the first map, that little room I was in with like the second piece of the map and whatever that was room number 7. So room number 7 was the torch chamber. I guess that makes sense because there were, candles everywhere. Okay, that was the torch chamber. Came down. Here's the reservoir. On the map, it shows a boat. Okay, so if I go up these stairs, that'll take me to the fountain entrance. Right on. Okay. Let's see if that's right. I'm sure it's right. I don't have any other reason to doubt, but... Oh, no. It's flooded. Um... Hmm. Well, that's not good. Look at all these little electrical boxes and conduit. That is a hazard that the game is not acknowledging. Look at all this electricity and water. I'm gonna electrocute myself. So, Okay, so if this is supposed to be the fountain entrance, I never even realized that the fountain wasn't on. Um, while I walked past it dozens of times, every time. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is, if I somehow turn the fountain on, all this water goes away or something. I don't know. Okay, so I can't get there. Can't get there, so I just have to go back. So this is room number 7, the torch room. I'm sure moving this will help me sometime in the future. Because as I'm continuing like through and anything that I do on one day, it saves in that state for like another day. So okay, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead peeps down here. I don't know if that means anything. That one is very fancy though. So this one suggests like royalty or something like that. Well, all these are very important, but not important enough to make it to the big show. Meow. So it's probably like nobility and royalty right there. Okay, so now I'm in a tomb right now. Yeah. Okay, so that's what happened when I lowered all of these portions of the statues. I don't think it, and like I said, like this is unmarked, but I would imagine like throughout the house they talk about the sister-in-law of the great uncle, so basically this kid's grandma, and she was a very important part of the house, so I bet maybe that's her. And then back over there is dear old Uncle Herbert, Mr. Herbert. Okay, now I'm backwards. Where am I? Mr. Herbert. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Wow. So many things learned. Oh, and I have my chat covered up by these pictures, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, yes. Get a snack. Get breakfast. Yes. Also, the health and safety officers in the US, that's called OSHA. It's like wow, I cannot remember what that acronym stands for, but I mean, everybody has to deal with OSHA. But like, yeah, worker, employee, health and safety. That's what OSHA oversees. And they also like come to job sites and crash the party and red flag your site if you're doing anything wrong, which that's never happened to me. But made a wish. I probably really wanted that coin for some future thing. It said make a wish. Okay, so now I'm intrigued about this dang fountain. I've walked past it so many times. Or is this a fountain or just like a reflecting pool? Hi, Jelly! Hi, Jelly. Is there a different fountain? See, I lit up those 2 torches. I am obsessed with this game. I'm making a grand assumption and saying that this is more than a reflecting pool. It won't let me walk walk around the flower box. I think that's a fountain, which means there's an entrance, maybe around there. Anyway, so back. Oh, Minnie, if you came back or whoever, like, that was crazy. Just found a huge new part of everything. Oh, shit. Oh no, I can do something in from the kitchen. Okay. Who are these dudes? Oh, I think this is like this kid's like great grandfather. And then the other great grandfather. Yeah, okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, you got chocolate? Oh, I don't need any more steps right now. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I swear to everything, this is where the game ends, guys. Because these are two dead ends, and this will become a dead end because the other door leads into a wall. Shit. Well, this is where this day ends. It's because I wasn't paying attention and I made like a little nautilus shell spiral on the other side. You can see the center of it's the hallway. Made a little square, and then it radiates out. Okay. Well, I'm gonna open this up anyway. Let's see. What do they have for sale here? Sledgehammer. Oh my gosh. I knew it. I needed that one coin that I threw into the damn fountain. Because then I can't buy the sledgehammer. Now I can't go bust some trunks. Oh, sadness. Sadness. I know. I was dreaming of lasagna and I was wishing at the fountain for some lasagna. And here I am, lasagna-less and coinless, cryoging, shaking my head. Damn it. Oh my God. Okay, well. Oh, I had so many steps too. I have 74 steps. I guess I could just like keep walking around in circles. You know, probably not, but maybe I should do a lap because like I don't think that this is the case, but now that I went into that space that I had never been in before, by trunk, I could have opened you. um I I doubt it, but I don't think opening that space did anything extra for me anywhere else. It is not a murder mystery, as far as I can tell. There's no jump scares. There's no anything. It's just, um, so basically, this 14-year-old boy inherited his great uncle's estate. Um, and boy, like, part of the story is that his mom disappeared like 6 years ago. The the boy part of the story. the the guy that owned this estate, it was his niece disappeared, and that was this kid's mom. Um, yeah. So it's all like the more you get into this story, there's like political intrigue. There's it's really well done. Um, there's a whole family story. It's really it's really interesting. I did like some super minor research, like I just about the developer of this game, and they worked for 8 years um on this game, like 80-hour weeks or something like that. Ridiculous. Um and like that's what they did to develop this game, and it like came the idea came to them from a book that they read. So I mean it's a really well done game, and like all of the graphics and animation, like they're crazy. Like, okay, so I'm gonna be abandoning this day, so I'll just take a walk. Come with me on my journey. Um, yes, his knees disappeared. So part of the game or part of the rules are that this kid has see, we don't know where that goes. Um, this kid has to start fresh every day with his inventory or clues or all that stuff. See, if you go down to this driveway, to this gate, you can't get out. And I don't think that there's ever going to be a way to unlock it. Like, that's set in the game. But, and this kid can't stay in the estate overnight. So this is where the kid comes and camps out. And yes, so it'll, due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. So the kid's all right. And calling it a day means that, like, I've run into roadblocks or I can't proceed any further, like what is kind of just happening right now. Through the times that I've played, I've unlocked this area. It's a little apple orchard. Very cool. But it's really well done because like for instance, like you can find stuff like this. And, you know, there's just like little bits of notes and journals and weird little bits of information that you can find that help you the more you play this game. So yeah, like this one's talking about like I was talking about drafting a green room. Like all the green rooms have to do with greenhouses or gardens or verandas or terraces or something like that. They all have an outside element to them. And it's like saying that it's best to try to draft those on the very east and very west side. So like as you're moving through, if you happen to get one of the green rooms as your option, like try to choose that option when you're on like this column or that column of rooms. So, you know, like super detailed. Or for like instance, I found this, I think one of the last couple times. I'm not quite sure what this is going to do for me, but like, okay, so I turn off that's a gas line and that torch went out. But these, I think they're called smudge pots, came back when I turned off the gas. If you guys know what a smudge pot is, well, they describe it, and I think they give a really good description in this little book here, maybe. Here, let's see. Here we go. Perfect. Yeah, so basically a smudge pot keeps the underground in a particular area from freezing so that it can, let's see, what does it say? Prevent frost and during the winter months ensure that, you know, the apples can continue growing during the winter months. So that's what happens when these are on. But obviously it's growing season currently in the game. So we don't need the smudge pots on. When I turn that off, the gas gets redirected to that torch. And it's like, I mean, I turned that on like in the game like days ago, and I turned that first torch on so many days ago, and it remembered that. Like it, like really, this game is like crazy with detail. I'm still trying to figure out if there's like, I think this is just a graphic. Like, I don't think I can interact with that ever. But now I'll go up the driveway. And like, you can see it, right? Like, you can see those torches on from here, where if I had turned it off, like that torch would be off if you were looking at it from here. Like, I'm telling you, the detail, the animation in this game is crazy. I think we can come, see, there it is. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So this is house. And I'll get back into, like, I'll start another day. But we went this way over the bridge to get to that tomb where I unlocked the tomb. There's another path, which you can't do it now, that, like, if I had, like, unlocked the garage, for instance, like, I could go up that way a little bit. Let's see. Oh, here's something that gave me the wiggles. So If I walk toward where those torches are. Oh, there's Mount Holly. So I'm assuming I have to turn on these torches. I mean, maybe not, but... Oh, look at this. Look at this. If you look in here, you can, like, see some railroad tracks. So that makes me think that that's something. Okay, so here's where the torches were. Okay, this gives me the wiggles. So I'm looking over the edge. Okay, go over here. This totally gives me... Oh! Eee! But you can see that there's like little areas. So it makes me think, oh, well, this will be some future part of the game, maybe? Yeah, like, ugh, it gives me the wiggles. And there's Mount Holly. And like you look across and you can kind of see, well, you see a little bit of a bridge and some road. So it's like, I don't know, this game is so well planned out that it's like, is that some future part? Or is that just there? So, I don't know. You walk down here, and I haven't been able to kind of figure this one out. Yeah, just a young boy walking into the darkness. But there's like, I mean, I can see kind of like some torches that I probably need to figure out how to light up. But there's just some like weird little storage area back here. Your mom looks very cool. But yeah. Now, okay. Oops. If I look, you know how I was saying that I like had screen prints or screenshots of the other part of the map? Three cliffside exit. Okay. So, if I'm right, you know, I wonder if I had the sledgehammer, if that would do anything to these doors. Oh, I need a sledgehammer. I bet, because this, like putting together those two pieces of the map that I found, I wonder if I had a sledgehammer, if I could, because this looks like the number 3 on the map. It could be like the cliffside exit, which makes sense because we're on a freaking cliffside. Oh, I need a sledgehammer. But I threw my coin away in the fountain. Okay. So we're just gonna, like I said, I have made a little circuitous, like, no-go here. So I'm gonna call it a day. Call it. Oh, that little notification was just like, are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Yes, I'm sure. You look stinky. No. Never. Because you can't see smell. No, you're not stinky. Okay. You need a shower? Yeah, I do too. Okay, so yeah, like here's the fountain. I'm like floating over it. Okay. Next day. It's 8 o'clock. Oh no. I'm a ghost. Ooh. I've landed. I've become I'm in my corporeal form. Okay, so here's that microchip that I used my sledgehammer. God, sledgehammers are so useful. So that'll be added to my inventory. I have accumulated an allowance that is gifted to me each day. So let's just start. Okay, I think I want a key. So we'll do that. When the very, very, very first time that I played this game, I tried to choose rooms based on like what would make sense like in an actual house layout. And found out very quickly that that was kind of silly and not part of the game. Let's see. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. I could get food and coins. The pantry. Or go somewhere where I gain steps. Like I said, I usually like to keep this room for like these higher ranks. Remember the rows are called ranks, and it's a 9x5 grid. I don't know. I like the library. But if I do the pantry, I get sent off this way. Let's just go this way. I totally just contradicted my train of thought there. Okay, so I get coins. Nom, 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 nom. I get 2 steps. Now I could have a dead end. I could do the chapel. Or the parlor. I'm gonna do chapel because I do want to have access to this little corner. I want to try to fill out the floor plan as much as possible. Let's see. I don't have any gems. I can't do that. Yes, I need gems. The breaker box is pretty important, but only when you draft another type of room with it. So for right now, I'll do that. Like I said, and Minnie knows this, like, you have to pay attention to every single detail in this game. You can't just, like, and you figure this out, like, the more you play it, but it's, I like this game. I could potentially pick up something else if I use the spare room, but this one is definitely unlocked. I don't want to do a dead end. Let's just do a spare room. See if I get something. Oh, I didn't. Usually if I get something, it would be laying right here on the dresser. Hydrate. Thanks, Jelly. Oh. Yes, lurk. Get some rest. I think I want to do the den. Like them gems. The trunk is back. Cool. The trunks don't appear in the same places every day. Okay, so I have 2 keys. Oh, I like this. The observatory is cool. I've drawn it a lot. Oh, look. Die. Okay, I'll look through this first. So I've drafted this room 21 times. So I get like a buttload of stuff. So this just means that if I eat an apple, it'll probably give me more steps. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they're just extra delicious. So rather than scooting, I'm going to just move things around in here. Maybe I'll go back. Okay. So I don't think this does anything. Or if it does, I definitely haven't figured it. Like, I don't have the brain power to figure that out, I guess. But, yeah, you can move this around. There's got to be some purpose to it. Actually, well, I mean, oh, I made it get stuck. I mean, I doubt moving it around makes the view any different. Oh, see. Yeah, you can't even look into it again. So if you're just moving it around, then you're just moving it around. So, no purpose. That's the room that led you to learn a new thing? Oh, so maybe I need to move some things around some more. Because you're right, Minnie. Like, there's nothing really arbitrary in this game. Uh... Hmm. Okay. Damn it. I gotta move stuff around. There are other viewfinders or lenses. Not lenses. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, you watched Elise play? You know, I saw her playing this the other day, and I was like, nope, I don't want any spoilers. But finding that maybe I don't mind having spoilers sometimes. Okay, so I'm turning this whole thing around. Am I supposed to be... Let's see. Nothing else will let me pick up. I mean, I can look at this book. So this just tells me, like, depending on how many times I've drafted this room, like, what I'm gonna get. Oh. Well, I've never spun that before. Wait a minute. Oh, no. What does that do? Why does that spin? No. Hey, Brittany. Have you ever played this, Brittany? Let's see. Well, if I do this, then I just won't be able to get down the stairs. Because I've blocked my path. So, go back around. Probably making everybody a little sick. Oh, Brittany, it's a fun game. Been kind of cracking out on it the last week or so. Oh, Minnie. You're just sitting there giggling. Now, okay, so I've found 3 moving parts. The globe and the 2 flywheels. I understand that there is a certain combination of the 3 that probably lead me to some point. Oh, I'm calling on you now, Minnie. Tell me, like, I understand that these 3, the 2 flywheels and the globe, do something. So I don't want to sit here and fiddle around with the orientation. Tell me, I feel like I've figured it out enough. Tell me what to do. Yes, you can spoil on it. You can spoil it. I want to know, and I want to know right now. You have to move the lower one counterclockwise to the bit above. Wow, it just keeps going, doesn't it? Oh. Then the top one, lower the telescope closer to where you're standing. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, it's like basically like on top of me if I do that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Do I grab something here? Okay, so does it have to do with this little piece? Then the top one, lower the telescope closer to where you're standing and a hidden thing pops out. It's the... Here, let me see. Does it have to do with that? This thingy? Did that do anything? Maybe I moved it a little too close to me? I bet it probably doesn't want this on top. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Nope, nope, down, down. found a secret floor plan. Yes, I would like to add it to the drafting pool. Cool. Okay, so secret floor plan. Sweet. But then why does the globe move? Is that, like... There's a reason why that moves. Like... I'll just sit here and keep spinning it, but... Yeah, there's a reason why this moves. Oops. I don't want to make everybody sick, but... Okay, well, I'll just call that one a win. Continue on. Sweet. Yeah, it does look like there's something in there. I mean... Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Can I look in this again? No. Well, I think the globe is for another time. Let's see. So I'm in the observatory. I just drafted the hallway, so let's go up that way. If I go this way, it goes towards the den. This way. Okay. Commissary. Let's see if I can buy a sledgehammer. Yeah, let's see if I can buy a sledgehammer. I hope I can. I can buy a sledgehammer, guys. Oh, but I can also buy a shovel. Ugh. Oh, I really want a shovel. Let's see. If I buy the shovel, I can potentially find more coins to buy a sledgehammer with. And the shovel is cheaper. Let's do that. Okay. Now, was there any areas where I could dig stuff up? Not yet. Soon. Let's continue. Planetarium! Ooh, if I call it a day in the planetarium, I gain 2 stars. Now, I've never been in the planetarium before. Okay, so if I do the planetarium, that is a dead end. But I can go back down to the entrance hall and continue drafting from there, or this hallway, or the den. So I've got options. So I've never been in there, so this can be a dead end. Cool. It's pretty. What do you do? Besides project stars. Can I grab you? Can't grab you. There's something here, guys. Okay. Okay, so this is what actually gets. These are my. Okay, so every time I draft the observatory, these are the constellations it'll give me. Okay, so the next time, this Draxus wasn't helpful, if I remember correctly. So the next time I draft the room, it's not going to be terribly helpful. Oh, wow. Okay, very cool. Look around in here. Okay. Looking up. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. But as far as like, it's just telling me kind of a menu of what I could potentially draft in the see in the observatory on future days. So as pretty as that is, right now, I am not seeing much benefit to the planetarium. Well, let's go here. Oh, this. Yeah, I kind of ignore the red notes. Oh, of course it's locked. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I bet I would have to just like spawn something random, walk in there. Okay, let's see. Drawing room, master bedroom. I've never been in there, but it looks like a dead end. Hmm. And it takes 2 gems, but I get a buttload of steps. Well, not really. Well, I've never been in there before. So. Cannons? Good lord. Cool. Okay. Herb. Controls for the foundation elevator located behind the foundation wall. Oh, yep. I already knew that one. That's how I turned on the elevator, which you guys might see. Lockpit cassette. That's useful. Ooh. An unfinished letter. Two types of swords. That's interesting. A crest. This side with the swan and spades. That is this kid's grandmother's house crest. And the holly is like this guy, Herbert Sinclair, his great uncle. That's that side's crest. $12.13. So I've found this in other rooms, and 1213, I've got that written down. So seems like that'll be an important number in the future. Dude had a lot of pillows. He's got some cannons. Some play cannons. It's goofy. Ooh, what's this? More a chai box. One for the family. On the island Morajai. Traditional Morajai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and gray tiles. Huh, okay. So let's see. So the white buttons can change the layout. Hi, Shock. Just puzzling a little. I do have Firebot open. So, oh, you know what? Oh my god. It's not connected. It was disconnected. I'm great at this, you guys. Okay, so I've got white boxes. Cool! I get more allowance, guys. Yay! Yeah, I connected. Firebox. Firebot. Firebox. Yay! My allowance. Heck yeah, everybody follow Shock. Amazing city builder. Plays City Skylines 2 a ton. Has like the most giant city that anyone has ever seen. Gray says he's a cardinal in the cult. So, yeah, everybody follow Shock, or I cut you. No, no threat intended. Oh, okay. So this is a picture. It's a nice little segue there. This is a picture of Simon. Simon is the boy that I've become in this game. And I'm just wandering around like a little teenage boy. In this game, he's 14. This is his mother, who is the owner of the estate, Herbert Sinclair. this is Herbert's niece, Mary. She was an author, like a children's author, and she mysteriously disappeared like 6 years ago. And then this is his dad. And I've read a couple of letters from his dad. And so his name is Daniel. So, but obviously this was before Mary disappeared. So he's, I don't know, probably 8 or a little younger in this picture. If I had my magnifying glass, I would look around, see if there are any clues. But it seems like everything that I've found throughout this game, this uncle, he was a very doting uncle and very much cared for his brother and sister-in-law's family, which was just Mary. But so I said she was a children's author. This was The Red Prince, and I think it was like her first book. Oh, yes. See, if I had my magnifying glass, I could read this. Damn it. I don't have my magnifying glass. This was her pen name, Marion Marigold. And through the game, you find out that this book, this is her first book, she says it was, oh, my son loved the color red. He was inflexible about his love for the color red. That's why I wrote this book. But apparently, like, there were a lot of people and in the higher ups of like the royalty or their political system that thought that this was a thinly veiled jab at the royalty and the ruling class. So it just adds to the intrigue surrounding her disappearance. Intriguing. I guess I better read it. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Wait a minute. Okay. This. Okay, cool. He could not stand the sight of canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the few. He had heard the sky was not a red hue. So always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and in the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. It's a cute little book made for the game, but I think it's, now that I'm reading it after moving through this game a little bit more, I feel like there are some clues here. Maybe. Now that's one thing. Here, this kid is like set up like crazy. And then as you move through the book, I don't know. Oh, maybe this is just like, maybe it means nothing. But I don't know. I think Minnie helped me with the observatory stuff because I thought something was arbitrary, but I don't think there is anything arbitrary in this game. So, okay, cool. So that's that room. Hopefully I looked everywhere. I am here. I need to go back around and head towards the entrance hall now. So hallway, observatory, den. And when I gain more coins, I'm coming back for that sledgehammer. Heck yeah. Coming back for you, sledgehammer. Because I gotta break open that box. Oh my gosh, great. Wait, is this... Yeah, okay, so pantry. Oh my god. Great. Jason was the jackhammer, dear. All right, all right. Anyway, here's a new room, guys. Hey, hey. Let's see. I think I just want a plain old corridor. Jokes. Okay, now what are we gonna get into here? Dead end. Dead end. Let's do the library. Ooh. So you can check out books in the library. And Reddington is supposedly a town very close to this estate. These are the people that have checked out the book. You can see almost in the game, almost a month ago, I checked this book out. Anne Babbage is the house caretaker. And then I don't know who these two are. Again, I'd like to just say, oh, they're probably visitors to the house at some point. But they probably have some purpose. So there's a postcard of this picture in one of the bedrooms. So let's see if I can gain anything new from here. Botanical gardens. Featherfall Keep. It says it's the former home of Lord William Epsom. Now, the Epsons, like Lady Clara Epsom or something like that, is this kid's grandmother. So the Epsons are very important in this game. Okay, so it's talking about his grandma right here. She's the daughter that stayed and maintained Featherfall Keep till she got married in 1951. This game takes place in 1993. So, okay, it's still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda Aries. Okay. Trinsdale Lake. Okay, so here's something. Tourists can enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room. Now, the 100 Bells Tea Room, like according to like all the weird little bits of things that I found, is the last place that this kid's mom was seen. She left the 100 Bells, got into the carriage, and neither her nor the driver were seen ever again. Mystery. Now here's Mount Holly, which you can see from our Wiggles landing thing where I get the Wiggles. Oh, Wiggles. The old Wiggles landing. Let's see. Only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead. Let's see. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly. The property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Okay. Appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Mainway Station Bazaar. I haven't heard or seen anything about this bazaar since I read this book the last time. So here's the 100 Bells Tea House. It's where she disappeared from. Trinsdale Lake, Featherfall Keep, Reddington, Mount Holly. So this is where I think the house or this estate is down around here. So I don't know. Take what you can get from it. Let's see. Stairs. Now, I don't really come up here too often because it's just, it talks about like just my stats in the game. That one does. And then like if I walk around to the opposite side, it just talks about like this is the most expensive. Well, I mean, you'll see. Yeah, so this is that Herbert Sinclair guy. And then it just talks about things that I've done in game. So it's not really. Stamp collection? What? That wasn't there before. Okay. So I have to have my magnifying glass to read that. I need a magnifying glass. Yeah. Okay, so there are more. I need the mailroom. Sometimes a mailroom pops up and I didn't look at it, but there's a letter that Simon got from his dad. And I mean, like rushing out of here isn't going to get me a mailroom, but cool. I'll have to be on the lookout for that. Let's see. I can do a study, the ballroom. Ooh, or I can do the bookshop. I've only drafted this a couple of times and I like it. It can get me into the foundation, which was like a room I unlocked a long time ago. Now I don't have any money. See, there's the foundation. I don't have any money, so I can't really buy anything. Okay, but so here's something. There is this book called A New Clue that came out after the disappearance of this kid's mom. Like I said, she was an author. Whenever sometimes we find things like letters or like check out the books or whatever, and you see on the checkout script, Detective Bon Markle. So, he was investigating her disappearance. So, that's interesting. So yeah, if I only have one coin, so I can't buy anything, but I want to buy this, I think. Ooh, and this one's very important too. Sometimes you can get this book in the library. You can check it out. It's not the one that you check out isn't a first edition though. And so you look through it and it's got a big stamp on it that's like, this has been approved by the Fen Aries Educational Department. And there's a ton in that book that's been redacted. Where I think if I got this one, yeah, the first edition, I doubt anything would be redacted. So I need lots of coins. Secrets are in the book. Yes, yes. And then these, I think, just give you like tips and tricks on how to play the game a little bit better. I have no idea what these two are. So I just have to have a lot of coins to buy my books. I won't buy my books. Oh, but here, I have a shovel now. I'm in the foundation. Look at this, guys. I found a coin. Yay. So now I have 2 coins. Sweet. Oh, bummer. So, there are only 3. Now this is kind of cool. There is up for, I don't know, through here, elevator controls that you know, it brings the elevator down. So I have access to the elevator now. Sometimes there's a little dirt pile to dig through. But this elevator takes me to the basement. Oh, that's on the map. Cool. Okay. But, like, I always have to have a special key. None of the keys I have work, ever. But... okay. So this is how I could... because the basement was in the previous day on the maps, and I was like wandering maybe through a part of the basement. So this gets me that whole time. This gets me to that place where the tomb led me as well. So I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Oh no, I'm on the elevator. It didn't crash. Ah, super cool. Let's see, so where am I? I can go straight out or I can go up. Let's try up first. Nice, let's do it. I like these courtyard. I like the courtyard. Another. See, I need a sledgehammer. Maybe if I dig up more coins. Yay! Grace says I shouldn't have paid for the lasagna. Great, a rock. Got a rock, guys. Okay, let's see. So here, I can go to the kitchen. Or I can be stuck. Again, I love that you can get stuff or retrieve stuff. Like, you know, part of the game is that you can't bring anything back onto the estate or take anything away and you start fresh every day. This is the one place where you can check something overnight and then retrieve it. Honestly, I think the game is kind of glitching out. Maybe? Because I checked the microchip that I broke the vase for in the entry hall, and then it just keeps giving me the microchip anyway. So, I'm gonna do the kitchen, because I can just move forward with that one. Let's see what's to eat. A banana, club sandwich, bacon and eggs. I mean, I don't have enough for those. I just wanted to see what was on the menu. 20 steps plus 10 more if I have a trophy room in my house. I've never unlocked the trophy room. So. Yeah, I think what I am gonna, if it comes up again and I'm in an area where I am okay with the dead end mini, I should have just, at the time I didn't have a shovel to check, but I do like checking the shovel or the sledgehammer. So let's see. Okay, dead end, but breaker boxes are very useful. Conference room would just go straight through. I want the security room. I can only go one way with it, but here's the cool thing that I can do with this. Old-timey computers, y'all. Yes, I think I've done the puzzle for the utility closet. The purple stuff? Yeah. There's 2 trunks waiting for a sledgehammer. I can manipulate the key card system here. Now, I needed the security room. I'm going to confirm the security level low. Yeah, so I think in here you can like change how hard the game becomes. I want it to be as easy as possible. Derp, derp, derp. I want them to unlock. Now this means if I ever run into the key card doors, I won't run into them very often. And if the power is off for them, they'll be unlocked. That's why I need the breaker room to pop. And then blue memos are true, red memos are lies, unless they're written by hand. So that's why I ignore, excuse me, that's why I ignore most of the red memos. And see, you gotta pay attention to stuff like this. This one, it says that it's a lie unless it's written by hand, so no, the antechamber has not been unlocked. But you find that out like moving through the game. And when you have the magnifying glass, you see what this terminal password is. Oh, I'm just giving out. I don't know. I mean, you guys are watching me play the game, so spoilers are unavoidable. Okay, let me see. I'm in security. Yeah, I think I'll use the key for this one. Oh. No. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. I haven't figured out the freezer yet. I don't want to lose half my steps, and I don't have any gems for the passageway. So I'm going to use my die. I can't do this because I don't have a gem. I do not want to lose half my steps. And this is kind of a good... This is a good one. So we'll do that. A trunk! See, I gain steps. Usually if there's something in this room, it's on this little hand statue or on this dresser. Oh, I need to get in these trunks. And look, you come over here and you can like look at this picture. This was Herbert Sinclair. This was his mom. So this is this kid's great-grandmother on, yeah. Balls. Okay, the dark room's not terrible. It can be. But as I don't have any gems for the other two, and that's the thing, like, as soon as you, like, draft options for a room, you can't back out of it. And every time you come in here, the light turns off. Ooh. Okay, so the lockpick set worked, but because the lights are off, I can't see what room I'm drafting. So this guy sucks. Oh, the boiler. Boo. I'm not even gonna go in there. Wait. Here, okay. So if I tab, okay, the furnace. I'm more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. I think that's just a condition of the room being drafted at all. So I don't think me going into it is going to do anything other than take a step away, 2 steps, because I want to dig up this pile. Oh, you son of a bitch. Effing red rooms. See, that was a waste of steps. Oh, I have no keys. And I can't pick the door's lock. So, what are my options? Okay, I can go down to the courtyard and see what's going on there to move further, because unless I had a key, I'm trapped. So, okay, back to the bedroom, security kitchen, and courtyard. So let's hope this room isn't locked. Oh, but because of the furnace, fabulous. Okay, so dead end that does absolutely nothing. This would have been kind of cool because I would get more keys, but I don't have any gems. So this is my only option. The thing is that it shoots me down to the south. So unless I get a key, like, we're not moving any farther up. That sucks. It's probably locked. Oh. Okay. I've never been in here. I haven't adjusted the security settings. Like, I haven't gotten the breaker room to close power down to these keycard doors. So no gems. Haven't hit the breaker room yet. So let's just do that. I don't know though. Usually this room in this corridor, the rooms are locked. This is the west wing hall. And Lady Clara Epson is this kid's grandma, the sister-in-law of Herbert. Son of a bitch. So I'm kind of at a dead end until I collect some keys. Well, I've never been in here, so let's try it. And I found the floor plan to this room. Oh, I can't remember. But this is like a mock-up of a museum room. Ooh, cool. Looks like it's, oh, not figured out. Everything has to be red. What? Oh, okay, here we go. What's that? Oh, for Pete's sake. This one's hard. Okay, so they all need to be red. Okay. Ooh, I get more allowance. Yay. That's such a good idea, Minnie. I think I tried that once. Hold on. Dearest children. Pieces are in place. Da, da, da. Ooh. Meaty icebox something. Sorry. There's an Autobot that came up. Okay, dearest children, the pieces are in place and all rigid cogs have been greased. Sounds interesting. However, if our ambitious plans are to succeed, we must strike this Tuesday. The routine changing of guard personnel on the first of each month means the opportunity we have created for ourselves will likely never be so opportune. If we wait even one additional week, the window will be closed. On Tuesday, there will be 3 royal guards stationed at Learson Hall, 2 of which will be wearing black gloves in lieu of the traditional white. We would be wise to sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white-gloved guard, striking only when he takes a recess. The 2 black-gloved guards have been instructed to bind, blind, and gag themselves to spare us the precious extra minutes it would take your group to execute that task on their behalf. However, that also means that once we reach the exhibit, we will truly be on our own. May the black shores guide us, may the black skies shield us, may our fathers be proud of us, in arms your faithful soldier, Pharaoh. So yeah, okay, so that's interesting. It adds more to the political side of this. But yeah, like I can't get through this door unless I find or draft a breaker room. Let's see. I can go through the foundation, bookshop, library, corridor, back to the entrance hall, and hopefully draft some more rooms that will help me accumulate like a key or something. Okay, entry hall, here we come. Okay, so that went into the nook. Here we go. These two are dead ends. Oh, I don't have any gems. Okay, so we're hoping for some keys in here. A key. And a die. Ooh, that's helpful. The silver key. So at this point, like, I kind of got a little bit of a windfall by doing the outer room. It kind of propelled my game a little bit further. So let's go back to the outdoor room. See what happens there. Okay, negative effects, the shrine, or the tool shed. Oh. Hmm. Or I could redraw floor plans, but I like doing this one because this one has effects on the following days. That's a good one. Yeah, I like the shrine, but I want my coins just in case I have to go. Like, I want to buy that sledgehammer. I could potentially find a sledgehammer in the tool shed. Sometimes there's some extra things that spawn in the shelter. I don't have the workshop. Let's go with the tool shed. Oh, sledgehammer! Yeah! Get a metal detector. But I also get my sledgehammer. Look at it. Look at it in all its glory. This beautiful, beautiful thing. My gamble worked out. Time to smash, folks. Going back to all those trunks. Hell yeah, let's smash things. Because the trunks have way fun things in them. And I do have that silver key, which I could use that in the dark room if I needed. I do have a shovel mini. Did I just miss something? Could have dug something up, probably. Let's see, where am I going? I'm going back. I don't think there was... There was definitely a trunk in the den. So I'm going to lose some steps. But going to the den. So I gotta go through the nook. Gonna lose a coin. Thanks. Thanks, church. Okay. First trunk. Smash. Yes. Coins. See, now I could have bought the sledgehammer. Now where am I going? Oh, I didn't make a little dead end. Okay, so observatory. Oh yeah, I did make a dead end. So I need to go back to the entrance hall and go that way. Okay. We'll go back. That might be the last time that I need to be here. Oh yeah, but now I have a metal detector. Damn you for taking my coins. So my metal detector, I don't have to look around so much. The metal detector will let me know if I have any coins in the room. Okay. Now, wasn't in there? Hello, bookshop. I think anything I want from you is too expensive. Okay. Now, I don't want to go to the West Wing Hall. I do want to go to the courtyard. I just saw a trunk. Yeah. Smash. So many keys. Yeah. Woohoo. And I dug that up. Now where am I going? Kitchen, security, bedroom, and I'll gain some steps. Okay, so let's head up to the dark room. I don't really need... Let's see, I've got 23 steps. Oh, I need more coins. Yeah, let's just wait for more coins. I should find more coins. Somewhere. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you get a dining room to draft. Yes, bedroom. I forgot there was one in here. Heck yeah, coins. If you ever get a dining room, it gives you like some crazy meal. Okay, furnace is in that other one. Now, I tried the lockpick. Let's use a key. Oh, shnikes. Forgot about this. Okay. Well, damn it. Oh, I hate the weight room. Oh, I hate. Oh, gross. Ugh. Okay, so I need to have either a key card or I need a breaker room to move forward. Well, I don't have a breaker room. And let's see, I have no other rooms that I can draft. So I'm never going to get a breaker room. So I might be done. Because there wasn't anything else laying around here. So yeah. Yeah, I might be done with this day. And honestly, it is 5 o'clock. So I might be done for the day. The day. Um, the only thing I can think of, I'm gonna spend coins to do this. Because I'm like, let's see, I have 8 steps. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too much of a close call. Damn it. So, shovel, sledgehammer, and a metal detector. But I'm going to eat that. And I'm going to walk down while I have the sledgehammer, my trusty sledgehammer. I'm going to walk out the door and down to where I saw the train tracks by the Wiggly Landing. And I'm going to see if the sledgehammer breaks open. Oh, I want to go through the bookshop. Breaks open something. That's like the only task that I could possibly have left. Oh, except for getting one of these books. Purchased in the bookshop will permanently be added to the library and be able to check out on your next visit. Well, I'm not going to get like anything for these coins now, so we'll just get that. So I can check out that book the next time I'm in the library, so that's pretty cool. And walk straight out this door. Never see me again. Oh, it's nighttime. Yeah, I don't think this will do anything, but I'm gonna see if I can break some more stuff. On the left side, I can't get over that storm drain because, yeah. Oh, see, no, sledgehammer doesn't do anything. Poop. Poopy, guys. Old poopy guys. Okay, so you're saying on the left side? Now, did you mean left when I came out or left when I'm going in? Because, yeah, I didn't draft the garage, so I don't have that plank over the storage or storm whatever. This thing. Usually the only time this plank crosses here is when I draft the garage. Just before the bridge is a dig thing. Really? Really? I was not paying attention. What, do I just like wander around and look for something to dig up? But I'm inside the house. It looks like there's a door coming out of the red room in the third square on the left side of the layout here. So let's see. Door coming out of the red room in the third square. Oh, yeah, that's a keycard door. Like, all of them are locked. Like, I need a keycard. Like, that's the theme of today's stuff is Jemima needs a keycard. I've never wandered over here. Oh my god, that gives me wiggles. I don't think I can cross that. It totally looks, though, like that is the continuation of some path. It's those dang key cards. Well, you know, that's funny. I've never, like, wandered off the path. Is this going to? Why do they have a patch of asphalt here? That doesn't make any sense. I can't do anything here. What if I wander around a little bit more? Yeah, okay, strange. I've never, like, wandered around here. I mean, there's this little hovel area. There was a tree. There's the tool shed. Yeah, I don't think I can get through. Yeah, I'm either... But I see more path. Like, there's remnants of a path. And there's remnant. And then this. Maybe that's just rock. Oh, okay. So when I walk back over the bridge, it's on the left side. Okay. Yeah, I totally missed that one. left side, I think in the little patch, the shovel should pop up. My left or your left? Maybe. Okay. Let's be very thorough here. Start over here. Ooh! Wiggles! Oh my god! Blah! Blah! Yeah, they do. They remind me of SketchUp too. That's a good point. Yeah, like in SketchUp when you do like the new template and like that random person is just standing there for scale. Wiggles! It's like, fix the fence. Oh my god. Ooh. I like the scale models that they provide in SketchUp, I like to name them when, this is Jerry and he's helping me out with my house. Minnie, I am not seeing any dig piles here. Might be blind. I mean, I can only go so far too, so. Meow. It should be right by the bridge. Okay. I'm right by the bridge. You said to the left. Well, maybe I'm just bad at receiving directions. Yeah. I'm not seeing it, Minnie. I wish you could smash other stuff. The sledgehammer. And I wish I could take all these tools. Yeah. Nothing like a good pair of lawn shears and a vice grip. Guy could do a lot with some lawn shears. Girl could do a lot with some lawn shears. Look at that wheelbarrow. Sweet. Yeah, I can't get any. It's International Women's Day, Gray tells me. Sweet.
Yeah,
Do we get a discount? Yeah. Yeah. We lose an hour on International Women's Day? What the fuck is that?
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. -1. Yes. We get a 23-hour International Women's Day, folks. Thank you, America. Thank you, world. seems about right. So, yay. Minnie, I don't know, because I just feel like we get taxed on absolutely everything. But that's a good point. I'm sure that doesn't apply in the US because, United States, because of United States stuff. Just the US doing some US stuff. I'm sure that all the taxes apply today. Well, folks, here it is. I think this is the end of our journey. That's right, Micro. It is dumb. It is very dumb. Taxing people for doing what people do. Well, yeah, I think this is where I call it. But I raised my allowance. And I did get to smash things with my lovely, lovely sledgehammer. I love my shovel. I love my lockpick. I don't think the metal detector's pretty cool too, but I don't think it actually did anything for me this time. But yeah. Gonna call it a day. Yeah, Minnie, you'll have to let me know if you find anything about dig spots. Ooh, 3 new rooms. Oh yeah, because I did the master bedroom. What else was new? The closed exhibit and the planetarium. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So yeah. Gonna save right there. And I will be looking for somebody to raid. Let me pull it up. Oh yeah. Okay, so art. Nice. Yeah, let's raid Nada. Let us raid Nada, folks. Let's do the raid message. And we will raid our dear friend Nada. Who I say Nada and then promptly forget how to spell. Oh, well, it's. Oh, thanks, Q. Q, when do you leave? You leave. Have you left? Or do you leave tomorrow? Wednesday. Oh, okay. Aw, thanks, Grandma. Okay. Wednesday. Well, I mean, so we'll talk between now and then, but about you having wishes for no. Oh, I haven't done it yet. We'll talk between now and then. I'm just saying I didn't know if I had to wish you a safe travels now or later. Um I actually I like the robot. He's a cool dude. He's a, you know, calling you out, Q. I wish you would send me like Irish things, but you know, whatever. I'm sure I've doxed myself enough that you know my address. Somebody out there knows my address. Just send me stuff. Potatoes. That's very I'm casting a really wide stereotype right there. Hi, JFC. But I do love potatoes. I don't, but I know who to ask. Yeah. Yes. Thanks, JFC. Welcome in. Come on in. We're about to leave. Yeah, everybody follow JFC. Oh, and we left.